So Scampers here in the chat says Metchie and Wan'Dale are unique situational risks I'm interested in. How do you feel about those two, Jake?
John Mechie's a really, really interesting situation. I mean, such a crazy bummer to start
Mm-hmm.
right before he got to play. He ended up going in, and I believe it was for leukemia. Is that right? I believe that's what he was diagnosed with. I don't remember what type of it was, but it was the most curable form of leukemia I remember them talking about. And
Mm-hmm.
it seemed like he was coming back uh, soon-ish, I guess. I don't know what the real timeline is there, but it does seem like he really wants to make his way back. I don't think there's really any risk into him right now because his value has to be so incredibly depressed, not just because of that, but because he plays for the Texans. Nobody really wants anybody on the Texans right now. Brandon Cooks doesn't want to be on the Texans right now, which means he probably won't be come the start of the season. I don't know what they do with that roster, but if there's a guy with immense talent that can just earn a bunch of targets, don't even have to be that productive with them. That seems like a team that he could do that for, and you're paying almost nothing. So I,
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind Mechie.
Yeah, I agree. I just did a quick Google and there was a quote from the GM that says he could be available for the offseason program and like full participation, ready to go. So yeah, if that's the case, now would be the time to pounce to try to get him because I'm sure
Mhm.
you can get him pretty cheap since he's not really on people's radar right now and kind of forgotten. Again, maybe when you're pulling off a different trade as kind of that throw-in piece, be like, okay, throw in Mechie and I'll accept this trade type deal and you'll probably
Right.
get it done, and you'll get a guy that you want, which
Yeah.
and has a lot of upside,
In in shallow dynasty leagues, he might be out on there on
Mhm.
waivers, and I would go check. And if you have an open waiver system, which I hope you do in dynasty, should never close down waivers, then you
Never.
should go grab him now. Wandale, I'm a little bit split on here. I think most people are split on Wandale. Yeah, he's a super talented guy. I don't know that he is ever destined to have enough of a target share that makes me feel comfortable with him. Like it's Kadarius Toney, but on a worse offense potentially. Although maybe there's a less crowded room for him.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Do you err on the side of potential volume, or what do you think?
Yeah, he's kind of in the same camp as me with Mechie, although he did play last year and did flash at times, so people
Sure.
might be
Yeah.
a little bit more familiar with him. I Word on the street is Galladay's out the door, come the start of the league new year, so not that that was a major roadblock for
I was gonna say,
Robinson
I
there.
don't think he was ever standing in his way, really, but it's nice to be able to clear him off the depth chart
Mhm.
for real.
Yeah, so I like him. I think it's intriguing as well. I wouldn't overpay for him by any means. If I feel like getting fair value, sure I'd take a shot on it because he was just a rookie last year, so give him some time. But yeah, I think both those players are good risky players to kind of take a chance on.
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely be rewarding for you. Wandale is expected to be ready by week 1, by the way. He
Hmm.
was coming off that ACL injury, so that's good. Both these guys could be suiting up, and that would be very exciting for me.